there is increasing consensus that transitioning towards reduced meat consumption and more plant-based diets is a key feature to address important health and sustainability challenges facing humanity, yet this has been the trajectory of global meat consumption. According to the United Nations, we would have to double the production of meat and dairy to meet the predicted demand for animal proteins in 2050, when in fact we'd have to do the exact opposite if we were to contain the ecological damage. Nearly every credible forecast shows that if we're to have any chance of meeting future food in a sustainable fashion, lowering our meat consumption will be absolutely essential. While more centralized governments may be effective in influencing consumption patterns, since the main drivers of global meat consumption are things like rising incomes, urbanization, and Western culture, the main identified drivers of meat demand are difficult to influence through direct policy intervention. Thus, we have to take our case directly to the consumer. But information and education may not be enough. We may need the increased availability of ready-made plant-based products. Too often, ethics and sustainability alone does not stand much of a chance in a world of consumers. Many consumers seem deaf to ethical arguments, which may be quickly forgotten when it comes down to buying food. When it comes to consumer-perceived barriers to following a plant-based diet, the largest barrier may simply be meat appreciation. People enjoy the taste of meat. So in practice, if we want people to shift over to plant-based options, the taste, structure, and nutritional value of vegetarian meals could be developed to more closely follow the preferences of meat eaters. No point in designing a veggie burger for vegetarians, right? They're already not eating meat, right? So when Pat Brown founded Impossible Foods, his goal was to create something a burger lover would say is better than any burger they've ever had, or the Beyond Burger created by Beyond Meat, a company founded to tackle climate change by creating plant-based products that were juicy, meaty, and delicious. But how much better are they for the climate? Both the Beyond Burger and the Impossible Burger have had environmental life cycle assessments published by reputable groups. I did a little piece for the Swiss investment firm UBS summarizing the results, and indeed, switching to either drops greenhouse gas emissions, land use, and water footprints down about 90%. Similar analyses have been done on more than 50 different plant-based meats. All such studies found them to be vastly more sustainable, with no real differences in greenhouse gas emissions observed between the kind of different sources of protein they use, whether it's wheat or soy or whatever, though obviously any products containing egg binders would be significantly worse. Now, of course, if you went straight to the unprocessed peas and soybeans from which the Beyond and Impossible Burgers are made, you could not just get a 90% lower impact, but like a 99% lower impact, but that impact drops to zero if no one is willing to eat it. A review on consumer research of meat substitutes found that although things like health and environment can persuade consumers to try a meat substitute, it's the appearance and taste that are crucial factors for their consumption on a regular basis. Interestingly, these days, though, plant-based foods may actually have a leg up if you give college students actual animal-based chocolate milk, mac and cheese, chicken tenders, and meatballs, but lie to them and tell them they're actually made from plants. Surprisingly and unexpectedly, the researchers found that when subjects tasted the food and rated how much they liked the taste, those who were told the food was vegan liked the food significantly better than those who were told the truth. Just thinking a food was vegan actually increased liking for the taste of the food. Well, other demographics may have a different reaction, though, in which case there's always sustainability by stealth, using blended products that substitute out some of the animal protein for plant protein. In the last year, such hybrid products have made a promising entrance, so much so that major meat producers, Purdue, Tyson, are bragging about the incorporation of plant protein into their blended products.